Why? Why, it's Mr. Spock. Buried alive. Buried alive. More! 22!
Remember this well. There shall be no peace as long as Kirk lives.
Come on, come on.
She'll fly apart.
Fly apart then.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I am your host, Stone Loki, and with me today on Zero Hour, of course, is my co-host, Zeropium. Good morning, my friend. How are you doing?
Good morning, Loki. Good morning, chat. It is lovely to see you all here again today on another Monday morning, getting the week started off. So, yeah, here we are. Thank you all for tuning in.
So yesterday afternoon, I was going through my Twitter feed, and I noticed that we had lost Nichelle Nichols. I had made sure too. I was like, no, tell me this is someone screwing with me.
Mm-hmm.
And double and triple checked just to make sure that it was real and it was not something nefarious that someone had put up to try and get someone upset, or because people have been known to do that, the bastards.
Yeah, it's happened before. I mean, you can never be too sure these days, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's very unfortunate. But a day like today, I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I was telling Loki backstage before the show, she lived a very full life, like a lot of the actors and actresses of the Trek franchise tend to do. I don't know, maybe they put something in the space water, but she lived a great full life. So it's a time for mourning, obviously, if that's your thing, and to celebrate a wonderful actress, a wonderful human being, and she will be sorely missed.
Absolutely. Kizzy0975 says, I vaguely remember watching reruns. You did a weird thing and I've talked a little bit about this before. The only time I was allowed to stay up late when I was like a little kid, was when my dad was home, when he wasn't on the aircraft carrier, when he was home, and we would stay up late and watch Star Trek.
That's
I
bonding.
can't remember what, night of the week it was. I can't remember, what day it was, but I remember staying up late and watching Star Trek. And I do not, at the time, I don't remember that. I just remember interacting with my dad. I know we were watching Star Trek, but I couldn't tell you what episodes we watched or anything like that. But what I do remember is I remember going and seeing Star Trek 3. And for the longest time as a kid, I thought that Star Trek 3 started with her talking to that lieutenant in the transporter room,
Yeah.
Where she's like, this is fantasy. You want a little bit of this? Huh? Boy, get in the closet. And that's was the main thing I remembered was that. And hell, I thought the damn movie started there.
Yeah.
I thought the movie started with in that scene where they're stealing the Enterprise, going to get Spock.
Yeah, it was a good start. It's been quite a while for me since I've seen any of the original material or anything from the franchise for that matter. But yeah, like you were saying, hanging out with your dad, watching Star Trek. I think I said this way back in the day when we talked Trek for the first time, almost a year ago. Oh my God, which is next week, ladies and gentlemen, 1 year. Shameless plug for me and Loki. I remember saying, I'm not one of those people that could speak fluent Klingon or anything like that, or tell you the title of a favorite episode or who was quoted saying what. Star Trek was like an education. It's not about specifically memorizing facts or dates or the little tiny details that other people could do. It was about years and years of slow absorption of the theories and the concepts and things like that. And as you pointed out, you don't remember exact things, but you do remember it was Star Trek, hanging out with your dad, and that was one of the influences that you carry with you today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely it is. Shum says before Princess Leia, there was Lieutenant Uhura.
Yeah, damn right.
And someone brought up the Martin Luther King story. There's a whole other side of that story that I wanted to talk about this morning, and that was her going to Gene. Her going to Gene and handing him her notice of, hey, I'm quitting. I'm leaving the show. I don't want to be a part of the show anymore. And she had written out her letter that she was leaving, and took it to Gene, and he said, listen, take the weekend off. And think about it, please, think about it. So, she takes the weekend and she is at, God, where was she? She was at an NAACP banquet. I remember that. It was an NAACP banquet. And someone comes over and tells her, excuse me, but there is a fan that really wants to meet you. And she's like, okay. She thinks it's a Trekkie. And she looks over and she's like, oh my God, the fan's got to wait because Martin Luther King's walking over to me. And he said, I'm your biggest fan. And they sat there and talked. And she told him, I'm going to take this role on Broadway. I love Broadway. I'm going to take this role on Broadway.
On Broadway.
And he said, no, you're not. You can't. And he's like, no, absolutely not. You are an icon. People look up to you.
Damn straight.
You are a role model. Nobody can come in and fill your shoes. And Roddenberry had already torn up her resignation letter. So she went back to Roddenberry's office and was like, "No, I'm going to stay." And she told him about what Martin Luther King had told her, and she was crying while she was telling him this. And he opened his drawer and he had her resignation letter all torn up in his drawer, and was like, "I was never going to accept it in the first place."
You see, I mean, the whole thing, pardon me, my voice is still shredded today. You got to think, I mean, when you take all of that into account, how different things would have been, you know, not just for the Trek series, but for her life as well. I mean, obviously that was her, you know, for lack of a better term, defining role. It put her on the map, and she helped a lot of other people get on the map. So, I mean, you got to think hypothetically how crazily different things would have been. But ultimately, in the end, I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
That's right. You want to talk about, because people have all kinds of things to say about Jean, all kinds of stories and stuff. You're absolutely right, though. All I had to do is say, "Oh, sorry, I've already accepted your resignation. You're done. Thanks for coming by, but yeah, we're going in another direction."
Yeah, no kidding, right?
That's all he had to say.
And yes, folks, we're getting some little lovely tribute melody music today. I'm sorry. It's just my friend. It's what I do every single time. But yeah, it's God, it's so amazing to pinpoint one, because if there's one moment I can pinpoint on the legacy of not just her, but the show in general and what the show opened the doors to further down the line, man, again, like I said, I don't remember the name of the show itself, but geez, man, when her and William Shatner kissed for the first time, like the first Caucasian and African American kiss on film, man, wow, what a friggin' geez, like Rosie Perez moment there. That was absolutely insane in all the right ways, obviously.
That was Plato's Stepchildren.
Plato's Children. Yeah, that's the one where they all kind of went crazy and shit. But yeah, man, that was a great, iconic, defining moment. Again, not just for her, but what she did for the series as a whole. And way to represent too.
Did you ever hear that story she told about the Southerner who wrote her after they kissed?
I vaguely remember something like that.
I'm pulling up the quote here.
Do it.
He said, "I'm totally opposed to mixing of the races. However, anytime a red-blooded American boy like Captain Kirk gets a beautiful woman in his arms that looks like a Uhura, he ain't going to fight it."
Damn right.
And you hear something like that from that time, and people today would be like, "Oh my God, how horrible to say such a thing." But back then, that was like groundbreaking.
It was.
That was a groundbreaking. That was it shaped history.
Yeah, I still think it's groundbreaking today, because obviously the legacy that it left behind is, I mean, you're still getting the ramifications today. There's your big word of the day, folks. Go look it up. But yeah, that's the lasting effect that it had. And I think obviously, I do believe things may have been a little bit different today if it wasn't for, you know, everything that she went through and everything she stood for and stood up for.
That's right. Arwen and I were on the same page, apparently. Twinkies and sausages this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning,
bacon.
Arwen.
Lots of bacon.
Good morning, Lady Arwen. Good morning, everybody. If I didn't say that already, God
yeah, we
help
kind of
me.
we missed the roll call. We're kind of just
Sorry.
really totally winging it today.
Sorry, guys. Good morning, Chris, Arwen, Mac. Good morning, McKinney. How are you doing, buddy? Asaj Melody, Gun Bunny. Good morning, Dean. Leia. Good morning. Mariella. Good morning, June Wong. Olds Gamer 72 Cutlass. Good morning, guys. Decepticons, Cave of Villains. Good morning, Shellback, TJC. No stairway. Denied.
Too bad.
Good morning, Mads.
That's all you
Good morning,
get.
guys. That's all you got. Polymies Minion, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good morning this morning. We're just talking. We're talking about Star Trek, and it wasn't until when I was a kid, none of that meant anything to me. So it was like there was no race, there was none of that.
Yeah, exactly. It was well, there was a bit of race. It was two members of the human race. It's like let's
you had man and woman.
Let's kick the doors down and just act like friggin' human beings here. Let's do what we got to do. And if we either please or piss some people off along the way, man, you do what you got to do.
Right.
That's right, Mark. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted for that, but oh geez, that's a price we pay. And I'm sorry, Dean, blame me for what? I didn't catch that. Did I do something wrong again? Leave it to me. #0 effed up.
Bill, welcome this morning. Oh my God, how did I end up here? Well, I will smash your like. I don't know. That doesn't mean I like anyone here.
You clicked the button, man, and here you are.
No stairway.
Okay, no more stairway. It's done. We're not going back.
Denied.
Wayne, can I put the fender back now, please?
But you want to talk about a tough chick that didn't put up with any bullshit? It was Uhura.
Yeah.
Anywhere from in the original series when she was kicking ass, taking names.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her in Mirror. God, I loved her in Mirror. That's the Uhura, I would want to be around, is the Mirror Uhura. So, what's a woman? Look at Nichelle Nichols in the Mirror Universe outfit. Oh yes, that's a woman. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's a pretty good dancer too.
It's a freaking movie. And you don't get enough of that. People want strong females in roles, and hell, they're even doing warnings. Warning: this video contains language inappropriate for younger viewers, and a female character that is unlikable. I saw that over the weekend. I was like, no effing way. Yes, effing way.
Yes, way.
Warning on Hulu. On Hulu movies, an unlikable female lead character, and I'm like, wow. You're putting a warning up for unlikable female lead characters.
Thank you for explaining.
It was 0 all along. Besides her singing in Star Trek, she also had record albums. Really?
I was not aware of that.
Now there's a strong female. Yeah, there's a strong female character. So, Mirror Universe Uhura make you slap your mama.
Oh God.
So, yeah, the movies. Let's talk about the movies real quick. I thought she was underused in the motion picture.
There's
really have anything to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a drawback of playing the position that you're on the bridge itself. I don't know, because I mean, there's been a lot of underused actors and actresses along the way. But I mean, you could say that for anybody who was kind of caught in that threshold. But
they never have it, sit room. They never have it.
No, or it'd be something else entirely.
They just cut it.
That would just make me want to vomit. But yeah, but I'm just happy she was in the films. to be quite honest with you, because it's like I mean, if you're writing a script for something like that, thinking I know she's a mainstay or he's a mainstay or whoever's playing what these days, but it's like, I don't know. Her role's kind of unimportant. We got this whole story based around something else entirely. Do we need to really put her in there? Yes, damn it. Yes, you do. Throw her in there. Give her something to work with.
That's right. And Daryl the Derelict, she was the only good thing about Star Trek 5.
Which one was that? Was that Space Whales or was that 4?
No, Space Whales was 4. 5 was the one when they're in Yosemite. I'm preparing to toast a marshmallow.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Was that the one with the jetpacks?
Yes.
Okay. Now row, row,
Why
row
didn't you
your
help
boat.
me on my communicator, Aurora? Because you forgot to take it with you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's all coming back to me now. Oh, God help us. Oh, well. Row, row, row your boat. God. No.
Are you telling me that your secret ingredient is alcohol?
Damn it, Jim. Not even the Romulans know how to cook this stuff.
Better be careful. I end up talking to myself.
Warning contains an actual likable, strong female character. Viewer
Yes.
discretion is not advised. Go, eat it up. For all it's
What
worth.
does God need with a starship?
Lots of things. We must go contact V'ger.
So let's see what else she did. Well, the work with NASA. So someone brought this up. I had no idea about this. So after Star Trek was canceled, Nichols volunteered her time in a special project with NASA to recruit minority and female personnel for the space agency. She began this work by making an affiliation between NASA and a company which she helped to run, Women in Motion. So this was a big success story for her, getting women into NASA.
Yes, it was.
Because before that, it was just, pocket glasses nerds.
Big Coke bottles and actually, well, the theories and laws of gravity would contradict that statement, saying these strings that roll through it's like, shut up, man. Let a woman fly the damn plane or ship or capsule, whatever.
So
yeah,
that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I'm probably like a lot of people out there. She probably did so many things that I'm still currently unaware of. So it's easy to take all that kind of stuff for granted.
She was in two video games, ZeroHour, Star Trek 25th Anniversary, which you played at one point.
Oh, God, I remember that.
I remember you bitching about it.
I didn't get anywhere past the first stage.
And Star Trek Judgment Rights.
Oh, man. I vaguely remember that one.
Which was the sequel to 25th Anniversary.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Okay.
Oh
now
no,
that will get us copyrighted.
Yes, it will. I was talking about my ground rod named Control.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I got nothing. Do you? What else was she in? Do you have a list?
Oh yeah, I've got a list. I've got a. Oh yeah. You want TV? You want movies?
Oh, anything.
She was in Star Trek Prodigy most recently. She was in Sharknado 5, The Global Swarming.
Yay.
Downward Dog in 2017. The Young and the Restless in 2016.
Oh my goodness. In 2016, geez.
In 2016, The Young
That's
and the
crazy.
Restless. Scooby-Doo, Curse of the Lake Monster in 2010. Star Trek of Gods and Men in 2007.
I do. Yeah, I was going to say, I do remember her being in Tim Russ's little passion projects there several years ago.
Heroes. She had a part in Heroes in 2007. The Simpsons, Futurama, Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and Trials and Tribulations, although that was her younger self. She still got a credit for that, 1996. Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, I'm going to have... What episode was that?
Avatar.
I'd probably have to go back and check it out again.
See, Gargoyles. Four episodes of Gargoyles.
There was actually quite a few Trekkies in Gargoyles.
In 1994. 1984, she was in Anthony and Cleopatra. She was in Star Trek, the animated series in 73, Insight 1970, Star Trek from 1966 to 1969, Tarzan in 1966, Before Star Trek, and The Lieutenant 1964.
Yeah, she's got quite the list.
As far as movies go, her last movie was in 2020 and it was unbelievable.
You're unbelievable.
Woman in Motion in 2019, Surge of Dawn, same year. The White Orchid and American Nightmares in 2018. Renegades.
2016. My God, was that 2016 already? Holy crap.
This Bitter Earth in 2012, The Tortured 2008, True Loved in 2008, Lady Magdalene 2008. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Surge of Power, Stuff of Heroes 2004, Snow Dogs 2002, The Adventures of Captain Zoom in Outer Space 1995. Then we get into her Star Trek movies from 1991 all the way back to 1979. Doctor, You've Got to Be Kidding, 1967. Mr. Budwing, Made in Paris, Tarzan's Deadly Silence, and Porgy and Bess, 1959.
God.
She is uncredited for. She's also uncredited in Made in Paris, too.
That is insane. See, because I had no idea she had quit. I mean, obviously, she's been around a while. She's, spent her whole life in movies and television and all things of that nature. But man, it's funny because when you start digging, you find out how much stuff you find out that they were in and she was in. And like you just say, like running down the list, I'm thinking, man, I remember that show. I remember that episode. I had no idea she was in it. Kind of makes you want to go back and check them out again. Who was in Gargoyles? I know Jonathan Frakes was in it. Mariana Sirtis, I forget how you pronounce her name, but they were pretty much mainstays. It was a really cool show. Unfortunately, only ran for 2 seasons or something like that. But
Yep.
yeah, it was pretty much Star Trek the animated series / Gargoyles. I don't know. I remember liking it though, but I don't remember too much else about it.
And yeah, we've got Kirk and Sulu left. That's who we've got left.
God, that's funny. Do you remember whatever episode it was? But I think it was Chekhov and Sulu were checking out Uhura doing something, and Sulu mentioned something like, just totally having the hots for her and shit. And obviously, watching that back nowadays, I remember yelling at the TV, "George, you're not fooling anyone." Hey, man. Oh my, you do you. Oh God. Yeah.
Oh, Walter Cohen is still alive.
Yeah, he's not looking too hot these days, but God, if I was his age, I probably wouldn't be either. I could only dream of making it to, my God, what is he? Is Shatner older? Is he the oldest one, or is?
Yes, I think he's the oldest one.
Yeah, and he's getting up there now, which is funny because he still kind of looks the youngest next to.
Well, originally it was Bones, wasn't it? It was either Bones or Scotty were the oldest. I know those were the 2 oldest out of the group. Was Bones and Scotty.
I do remember that. Obviously, back in the day. Yeah, Shatner's 91. Thank you. Yeah. God, I don't know why. I knew he was getting up there, really up there, but for some reason, I always think he's stuck at the age of 85. I don't know what it is. He could be 101.
Dohan was the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, man.
Shatner is 91. It doesn't sound feeble like Stewart. No, he doesn't. It's a really weird thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I still find it funny how in some of the Trek shows they would advance the years a lot, this is what happens 25 years later, and they'd make every character look horribly old. And now that all the actors are at that age they would have been, they don't look like that at all.
No.
I
don't see no pointed ears on you, boy, but you sound like a Vulcan. I'm an android. Oh, just as bad.
Just as bad.
Just as bad.
Oh, man. Yeah, Lord help us.
Yeah, Bones making an appearance in TNG pilot. That's right.
Was he in the pilot?
He was in he was in Encounter at Farpoint. That's where he has that conversation with Data, and he's like, "I don't see no pointed ears on you, boy, but you sound like a Vulcan. I'm an android. Oh, just as bad."
Jesus. See, guys, I don't remember shit specifically. I do remember Encounter at Farpoint being one of the standout episodes, not just because it got the series started. but because
Q,
it was
John
kind of,
Delancey.
yeah, it was Q, and it was so wild and out there. I'm thinking, my God, where the hell is Next Generation going to go with this shit? But yeah, I don't remember Bones being in there. Of course, it's like I said, it's been a really long time since I sat down and went through everything again.
Yeah, Shatner just went ballistic on Star Trek at Comic-Con. He's like, I'm 91 fucking years old.
Yeah. Woo.
Gene be turning in his grave if he saw this shit y'all are doing.
Yes, he would. Oh, that's right, Chris Persia. But again, yeah, I'm very, very foggy when it comes to gargoyles. Matt's Mama Bear. That's a nice name.
So
Walter would
Walter
sadly
would-
point out cute guys to George. Oh my. No pun intended there. Jeez. Oh well. Gotta keep a smile. But is that right, Shum? Was he in Chips too? Jesus, these people really got around.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, but yeah, Gargoyles. Yeah, I remember watching it when it was, live on television. Aside from that, I probably haven't seen it since. So we're going back a lot of years. Kind of like Star Trek.
Michael Myers was unstoppable because he was wearing a William Shatner mask.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That blew my mind when I found out about that. And then as soon as you see it, you're thinking, yep, that looks like William Shatner, and you can never unsee it again. kind of takes away the fear factor after you find that out.
Not the only time you would be wrong today, Kevin, said Shatner to the ultimate Kevin Smith. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh god, and no, Kizzy Bones is not still around. He left.
Isn't it
sometime
amazing
ago.
that we're talking about Gene Roddenberry rolling in his grave because of the direction and how horrible Star Trek is today compared to what it was then when they did all this stuff then. The first interracial kiss, having her on the bridge, all of that is the way it should be.
Yeah.
Treating her as an equal is the way it should be. But we get the shit we get in current day Trek today, and you wonder why people say Roddenberry'd be spinning in his grave.
Yeah.
It's not about losing yourself in that escapism and how beautiful the IDC is, infinite diversity and infinite combination. It's not about any of that anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I remember. A few shows from my childhood. My God, that's why Michael Myers boldly goes everywhere. Oh, my voice is shit. There were a handful of shows back from my childhood that kind of ran along the same lines of, you pinpoint that one moment, the first interracial kiss on television, stuff like that. But the ironic thing is, it was such a standout moment, but they didn't play it up like that at all. It was just, oh, another day at the office. We're under control. Got to make out for a while. Okay, what's next? And then there were a few shows from my childhood after that where, a Caucasian guy would be dating an African-American woman or vice versa. And they never, ever brought it up and singled that whole scenario out. It was just like another day in the life of.
It's like, this is the way it is.
Yeah. And I really enjoyed that. It's like, it wasn't even a topic of, oh, these two are together. Let's write in a character who hates them and causes, some just chaos for them or tries to make their life a living hell. No, they were just two regular characters and they were just going about their daily lives. And that's what I really liked about it. It's like, you don't need to pinpoint stuff like that to make a point. The point you're making is this is real life. This stuff can happen. So live your life. Do whatever you want to do. IDIC.
The IDIC, absolutely. Dean Krantz, Roddenberry and the crew created a bright future that had progressed to a point beyond our problems. And Zero is right. They treated today as history and normal now.
Yeah. But I still give it a lot of credit for making history the way it did. Even if they didn't, I mean, I'm sure they knew it at the time. Like, hey, we're doing something that's never been done before, but let's try not to make a big deal of it ourselves. Let's just, throw it out there and see what happens. To boldly
Mark
go.
Dampingly Tired says new Trek is participation award Trek. All the shows have seriously good actors, and the writers and directors can't write correctly for them. The directors can't give proper direction on how to act.
It's
maybe they're afraid to.
Yeah.
Maybe they're afraid. One of the things that I can't remember. I think we were talking about it Friday because we brought up Whedon, Joss Whedon.
Mhm.
Joss Whedon was a dick. I'm sorry, but he was a dick, and he got his way all the time. When you talk about Justice League and what happened with Justice League and the comments that were made about him and what he said, this is a guy that got what he wanted all the time. You didn't screw with him. He said, I'll make or break your career. You do what I tell you to do, and this is what I want you to do. And you either did it or you started looking for another job somewhere else.
Yeah. It's like, okay, good luck with that. Why don't you go back and revise your original treatment for Alien Resurrection for the 400th time?
You don't get that today at all.
No. It's supposed to be about me and what I'm entitled to. Shut up and do your job. Just do your job. Your work will speak for itself. And if it's speaking the wrong language, well, then you have a problem.
But that doesn't happen anymore. So can the writers, can the directors of this shit, can they really say, well, you need to do this and you need to do it like this? Or is it just like, all right, okay, oh my God, that was so beautiful. Can we take that a second time and do it like this? No, I think I'm done for the day. Okay, everyone, that's a wrap. Everyone, that's a wrap. Let's go get our seaweed wraps and we can make it a real wrap.
Are they going to do the thing like they did when they put the cucumbers on my eyes? That felt to die for. Oh my God.
And that's a possibility, man. I just know he was a dick and he got what he wanted the way he wanted it.
Yeah.
They said he was one of the hardest directors to work with, but he brought real talent out of people. Now I don't know about him screwing people, but
it's possible.
I do know that. Yeah, it's possible. If you listen to what's her name, the chick who played on Buffy, whatever her name is, the real annoying one. That could be a handful of them.
You'll have to narrow that down a little bit.
Oh yeah. Cordelia. I know she played Cordelia. Buffy was good. Buffy was good. Firefly was good. Justice League was shit.
Justice League. Good call there.
Oh, and Chaotic Truth Live, Nichelle was also the prettier than Zoe. I'm absolutely there with you.
Yeah. Me too.
No, Uhura was an absolute beauty in Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of one of those exotic things that you just, ooh, yeah. Look how she rocks that earpiece.
I'll take Zoe though over that bald bitch that's playing Uhura now.
All right, we're not going there. You and I burn. We burn that bridge. It is long gone. I don't know who you're talking about. Moving on.
The bald lady that's balder than I am.
Oh Jesus!
That plays Uhura now on Strange New Bedfellows.
It's not Uhura. It's not Uhura. No. Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah, I was talking about Charisma Carpenter.
Charisma Vacuum Carpenter? Jesus.
Oh. Little boy playing Uhura now looks like Gary.
What you talking about?
What you talking about? Oh my God.
Oh God, I can't believe we just went there. That was friggin' great. Oh my God.
That's not Uhura. I'm sorry.
No, it isn't. No, there is only one, and there will only ever be one. And that's just how I feel. And I know I'm not the only one.
Bartleby, we don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
Blech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zoe can just go back to working on.
But she's better than the bald bitch.
She is. I will give her that. I mean, I didn't mind her as Uhura. I really didn't. Yeah.
Oh my God, Loki, you're so barbaric calling her a biatch like that. Well, you know what? Skip the bald head and don't do Uhura like that. Oh my God, we're going to make her bald and smexy. We're going to make her smexy, y'all. No, you're embarrassing yourselves by taking a beautiful woman and shaving her fucking head like that.
Now, if that's the way she wants to wear her hair, go for it. You know, that's fine. But God, yeah, I mean, you talk about just, bro, why are we back here again? why?
I don't know. Southern Vikings like saying she is better than the bald bitch is not a high bar.
It isn't. It really isn't. So yeah, we gave up on it. So chat, shut up about the Strange Brew Hurls. We're not going there. No. Today is not the day. Today is not the day for that. Today is a day for celebration.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Nichelle did it, man. She did it. She brought that. You know, you hear that story, that Whoopi Goldberg story, about her, Whoopi Goldberg running through the house yelling at her mom that there was a black lady on TV and she wasn't a maid.
Yeah.
And how she talked to Whoopi Goldberg talked to God, I can't.
Yeah, it's
going nuts.
It's a fuzzy morning.
Geordie LaForge.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. Yeah, she talked to Reading Rainbow and was like, "You've got this, LeVar Burton. You've got this giant role and these huge shoes to fill." And LeVar was like, "What are you talking about?" And she told him about about Uhura and how she felt when she was a kid. And she said, you tell those guys that I would love to have a role, a guest role on the show. And he went back and told them. They were like, yeah, right, whatever. Goldberg wants to be on Star Trek. And she called them in the second season and was like, no, I really do want to be on the show. Let me on the damn show.
Yeah. And she was good. What were they called? The Elorians?
Yeah, the Elorians.
The one that Malcolm McDowell also played there.
Yes. Time is the fire in which we burn, Captain. Right after your whole family burns to death in a fire, you've got Malcolm McDowell going, time is the fire in which we burn, Captain. And Picard's like, oh, God, I'm going to throw up right here on the bridge because he just said fire. My whole family just died in fire.
Kirk's outside walking across the chasm. He says, fuck it, I'm going to die on this bridge. And then Malcolm McDowell kills him. Died on the bridge. Way to go, Kirk.
No, he was out chopping wood at his house.
Yeah, don't you remember when Kirk actually died in that movie? He was walking across a bridge and it went explodey or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
It got shot. It got blown up.
Yeah, so Whoopi Goldberg, yeah, woohoo! I like her.
I always knew I'd die alone. What do you mean? Picard was that? Yeah, I know. That's why I said I always knew I'd die alone.
Me too, Billy boy. My time is coming.
So.
Yeah. Oh God, what a crazy world. Woo.
Now LeVar is guzzling the woke Kool-Aid so he can take a walk. Oh yeah.
God, is that true? Is that really happening?
Oh yeah. Reading Rainbow. Uhura was a communication officer and the one person Spock acknowledges is the best person to rebuild the communications right. Uhura, played by Celia Rose Gooding, is Klutzman's. Hoshi Sato, a linguist. I think you were almost falling apart there.
I was
staticky.
Yeah, things are happening.
We do not speak of Star Trek Generations.
No. Did you overly hate Generations, or was it just kind of one of those things where it's like, take it or leave it?
I love some of it. So what they pretended they were going to give us, And what they actually gave us are two totally different things. Go back and watch some of the trailers for Generations. And I mean, it looks like the Excelsior Enterprise is going to be fighting next to, the Enterprise D, and you've got Kirk, she's ready, go. And like he's going to save the ship or some shit. And that's just not what we got. It's not the movie we got. So.
We got oh shit. Data has feelings now.
Life forms, dun 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 dun. You precious little life forms, dun 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Where are you? Do 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 do. And even Riker's like, what the fuck, dude?
Let's get this thing off.
Maybe you need to take a day, Data. Maybe you need to take a day.
Yes, I hate this.
Worf walking the blank and Crusher getting plank. Worf walking the plank and Crusher getting tossed by Data overboard was the best part of Generations.
I did enjoy that part. Yeah.
Yes.
That was good. I liked the boat they were on. It was a nice looking boat. I still find it funny
how Enterprise.
No, all the middle-aged people are like, let's go to the holodeck and pretend we're shipmates. It's like, I guess they just get tired of flying around in space. They want to be on water or something.
Well, they talk about Worf being the first one to ever walk the plank and get the hat. But then Picard's talking to Will like this is the first time they were ever in this program. Oh, we're at sea, Will. I love this. I've never been on this program before, but we just talked about people walking the plank and no one's ever done what Worf did. But we're going to talk about how this is the first time we've been on a holodeck ship like this. Being at sea, Will, just brutal discipline, no women. No women. Yes, Will. God damn.
Let's make it ultra realistic. We'll only eat fish, and then one of us will die of the scurvy.
God help me.
Yeah, no kidding.
Never underestimate a Klingon. Computer, remove the plank.
And then he throws Crusher in. That was mean, Data. Oh, fuck off. It's all about having fun.
Data, that was not funny.
That was not funny. Yeah, it kind of was. Oh no, my makeup is washing off.
Q
was hilarious.
Now,
so when they're on the boat, they're on a boat, yo. Those are costumes, right? Like they're in the holodeck, but they're wearing actual costumes, correct?
Yes, so they got dressed in the actual outfits before they went to the holodeck. Yes.
So do they fabricate all these costumes that they wear?
Yeah, through the replicator.
Through the replicator, man. Is there anything those things can't do? Besides,
I don't know.
I don't know. The alcohol might taste a little different. But
they got
synthol for that.
Synthol. Yeah. But see, that's a weird thing because so here's the really weird thing about that. They say that the replicators make synthol, right? But then in another episode, they talk about how if you wanted real alcohol, you could get the replicator to make you real alcohol.
I'm sure the Romulans can do it.
But they act like the only way you can get real alcohol is to like buy a bottle of it. Like you can't. So it's really weird how they've gone back and forth. Different writers have written different things. So
yeah, it's a continuity. I mean, when you have that many series in a franchise and that many episodes over that many years, you're probably going to slip up once or twice.
Mad's Mama Bear. The replicator can't do the cha-cha slide. No.
What is the cha-cha slide? Educate me. Do it now.
Do it now. It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Put the cookie down.
Who told you could eat my wife's cookies? Where is my wife? I think she's in the shower. Do you want me to go check? No.
Put the
Best part-
cookies down. Those are my cookies.
Best part of that is when he punched the reindeer.
God, he's eating my cookies.
Oh gosh, I love how off topic we get every single time we do this, but that's what it's about. We're doing it live. We do it live now. If you don't like it, get out.
You damn well know Scotty had a still hidden somewhere in the engine room. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah. And Bones still had his access to that secret stash of Romulan ale he always ended up getting.
I'm mad. It's an early 2000s dance move.
I could never dance.
Cha-cha slide.
I'm the epitome of a white person looking like a white person trying to dance. I can't do it. I got no. I have no dance moves.
Get to
I'll
the
just leave it at that.
chopper. I explained that as the O'Brien principle, if an Irish engineer wants whiskey, there will be whiskey.
And O'Brien will suffer.
Oh yeah, O'Brien's always going to suffer.
Bones also had his stash of Saurian brandy. I do remember that too. God, how many types of booze do they have? They had Romulan ale, Saurian brandy, synthahol. Did the Vulcans have any special concoctions?
Yeah, the Vulcans have liquor.
I know they had their.
It's blue, like the Romulans.
Yeah, that's right, because they're basically related.
Yeah.
You just take all your stuff and call it ours. I know they had their Plomeek soup and Vulcan spice tea, which I'm guessing tastes like vanilla. I have no idea.
So we saw the Vulcan drink in Deep Space Nine. I know that.
Yeah. And sadly, Harry Kim is still an ensign. Yes, I did read his book, Ensign Forever, a Harry Kim story. Classical ballroom dancing is good exercise. No, I get enough of that, and I don't need to make a fool of myself doing it, especially when there's witnesses. I can't ballroom dance. I can't dance. If you can't dance to this, you can't do nothing for me, baby. Don't ask me how the hell I know that or where it came from. Yeah. If anybody knows, throw an F in chat because a little piece of my soul has just died.
I can't find it. Son of a bitch.
Still hasn't found what he's looking for.
It's in a blue bottle. I just can't find it. Apparently you can buy Cardassian Canar now.
Oh, they had Canar. What was that treat that they liked on Deep Space Nine? Canar was was that the syrupy kind of drink?
That's the syrupy, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking of then. That's right. I remember it was very sweet, so I thought it was like a treat on a stick or something. But apparently I was wrong. Yeah, it was the drink. And cork-hated root beer.
Cork-hated root beer. It's how
you know what that was
like the Federation.
Yeah, that was one of those great pieces of dialogue.
I found it. I found a picture. Okay.
I found it.
So I found a picture. We're gonna pull up a picture of this real quick. Save image. It's a JPEG. Yay.
Yep, Mad's Mama Bear knows what it was. Chef Nation knows what it was. God, that was what, 96? I liked the redhead. Don't ask why. She was kind of my thing.
All right, so let's load this up. I'll load this up on the front. And
I was raised half.
We've got a bottle of Canar, and we've got a bottle of the Vulcan drink to the right of that.
Well, I'm thankful. Yes,
whatever the hell
Azaz.
that is.
Yeah, thank you, Azaz. They were jumbo sticks. Off topic. Thank you very much.
Jumbo sticks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I knew there was something. So obviously we can tell which bottle is which. And those are awesome looking bottles. They're really nice.
Oh, yeah, you've got the Vulcan, whatever that Vulcan drink was to the right, and then you've got a bottle of Canar to your left.
Yeah. I need some of those. Where do they get those wonderful toys? Prune juice is a warrior's drink, says Snorter Poopus.
Yes,
sure
yes.
It is.
Warrior's drink. Yes.
Oh, yeah. But don't get me started on Klingon diets. Oh, my God. No, thank you. Blech.
I don't know. Romulan ale's a big one. Blood wine, yes, but Romulan ale's a big one. So
Yeah, I'd try them both. Being half Vulcan, I guess it's in my nature to explore different possibilities and options.
Number one, good morning. Number one says Vulcan Port was an alcoholic beverage produced on Vulcan having a characteristic indigo blue color reminiscent of Romulan ale.
See, my people just call it blue. I know there's thousands of them. Actually, indigo has a different shade and tone and hue and blush and blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's we'll just call it blue.
So I've got one for you. Do you remember the Star Trek drink collection I used to have up on our forums?
Oh,
you remember that?
Oh, it's sounding familiar, and for some reason, it's also smelling familiar.
So we had a recipe up, ladies and gentlemen, for Romulan. It was a Romulan ale. We had Romulan ale, and then we had two offshoots, a stronger version of the Romulan ale,
Triplet,
and then it had blue Caraco and some other interesting things.
Yeah.
And then we had something, ladies and gentlemen, called a Romulan phase cloak. And the Romulan phase cloak substituted all the other alcohol for absinthe. Mm-hmm. So you really felt like you were walking through things after you drank the drink. If you could get up on your feet, you really felt like you were walking through walls and tables, and oh my God, I'm like, I can just phase through anything.
That's a scary thought. Yeah. I do remember doing something similar several years with a friend of mine. We played Invent a Drink with Mass Effect characters. Because you mentioned blue Caraco, and I remember that being part of the Shadow Broker Teeny, which was blue Caraco. I think some type of orange juice and some other beverage in there. God, I don't remember. Thank you, Psychodwarf9. That brings me to the Quad Kicker, which is a play on the Krogans, if you know where I get the quad from. Quad Kicker was a shot glass with, I think, Jägermeister, some type of fizzy drink or something, and something else in there. And it was designed to, kick you right in the quads. My favorite, I don't recommend this, was the Psychotic Biotic, which was a shot glass filled with Jägermeister, vodka, Red Bull, something else, and the rim was lined with Tabasco sauce. And one of my friends actually took a shot of that, and he started to cry. So it's not for the weak stomach, but yeah, had some good times playing Invent a Drink. Yeah, that's all I got. That's the story time for today. You can see what those drinks do to your brain cells, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the phase drink sounded cool. I wouldn't mind the phase drink with a side of baked triblet. Or was it?
It was triblet. It was triblet because the person use that term loosely.
Yes.
That coined it, that it was tribble. Roasted tribble.
Yeah.
Smoked tribble, whatever.
Smoked mesquite roasted
mesquite roasted tribble.
Yeah.
So, and they thought it was something fancy from France called triblet, and I'm like, nah.
Well, I mean, it very well tribble. Could be, but it was tribble. Our little furry friends.
Little furry friends. So, if you want to make your own smoked tribble, get your barbecue going, get the smoker going, roll up some breakfast sausage in a bowl, and you've got, it's funny because there'd be like a bowl of them. What is that? Oh, that's tribble.
Wait,
tribble?
You said sausage. Someone's going to be running back to chat. Did y'all say sausage? Where's it at? Come on, y'all.
That's right. That's right, y'all.
We love you, lady.
Get your sausage gown.
Yeah, so anyone who wants to try to be a master chef at home, try these fancy made up on the spot recipes for yourselves and let us know how it goes.
Sagador of 9 makes sausage balls. He calls barbecue tribbles. Yes.
Not that way, yo.
Yeah.
Sausage ball. We're so immature.
Put
Triple
them in your
kibble.
mouth and suck them. Dun, 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 dun. We're out of here, guys. It's been an hour. Thank y'all so much.
Oh
Getting to sit here and talk about Star Trek and talk about Nichelle. And
I'm sorry.
thank you guys so very much.
was-
We've lost an icon.
We have. That was horribly timed. Loki just broke me there. But
Put them in your mouth and suck them.
Just
Dun,
say-
dun, dun, dun.
I'm not gonna ask where
Anybody want to try my sausage balls?
chocolate salty.
bet
Anyway, yes. Oh God. So yeah, let's celebrate.
My sausage is galactic, y'all.
Woo! Hell yeah. So celebrate, Nichelle. Enjoy the moment. Do what you got to do. Be thankful for
That's
all
right.
that we have. And yeah, carry it into the future with our memories intact. Yeah, I'm sorry. Loki broke me. So the brain is now shot. Thank you for that, brother. Really appreciate it.
And
but yeah.
Mark has a wonderful way to close out today's show. So be great, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter, and all hailing frequencies are closed. Take care, everybody.